Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, that sounds so good.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the 3rd day of July, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show on a Wednesday. How are you? Last day of the week for us, hopefully for you as well. Tomorrow's the 4th day of July. How about that already? We believe Mark Parrish on his way in. We'll do some Duel of the Decades and the Cast of Thousands. So let's get her started. Dave Attell on Fireworks on a Wednesday morning. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here. I travel a lot. I hate traveling. I guess because my dad used to beat me with a globe. Now, my dad was a tough man. He never let me have anything fun like fireworks. Who didn't love fireworks? Come on. Raise your hook hands so we can see you. Let's get it out. You know what we had? Sparklers. Sparklers, that's all we had. Sparklers are the gay cousin of the firework family. I think a flashlight is more dangerous than a sparkler. My friends got M80s, bottle rockets, sticks of dynamite. They're blowing stuff up, having fun. I'm walking around like the Special Olympic Torch Boy. I'm like, hey, everybody, how's it going? Planes are landing on me, I tell yous.
What an ass.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder.
I might need it more than her.
Lightning in your stride.
The Power Trip Morning Show. It is Wednesday, July 3rd, one day before our nation's birthday. We're getting old. And maybe it's almost over. You never know. America's had a pretty good run. But happy birthday tomorrow to America.
Yeah.
We did pretty good for a while. I mean,
I'd say I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, let's take a look at some good things.
Hey, KFAN.com/glizzy.
that's one good thing America did. We produced some T-shirts.
Yep. Well, I don't know if we produced them.
Yet. Oh, man. That hasn't happened to us yet.
Oh, no.
Man, we already did like 3 inside jokes, and we've been on the air for 20 seconds.
I'll tell you what. I know that we brought to the universe Gutter Helmet.
Yeah, we do. Gutter Helmet Wales. They were over yesterday. Going to put some Gutter Helmet on my gutters. GutterHelmetMN.com. Love them.
Yeah, thanks to Gutter Helmet.
Would you say that they're sponsoring this segment?
Yes, they are. They are sponsoring this segment. Yep.
It's good. Your gutters are now well protected.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, because they need a helmet.
Yeah.
CT has been a rampant problem in the gutter world.
It sure has.
Has it really?
Yeah.
It sure has.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does Gutter Helmet have a helmet big enough for your head?
I doubt it.
Your head should have gutters.
I mean, why?
That'd be a good look.
I mean,
I think that'd be a good look for you.
Wow.
I know you like the shaved head look. A Dark Star baseball cap with gutters on them.
Yep.
Would be excellent for you.
That'd be pretty neat if it rained and then it kind of.
And he had a larger head than I did. He did. That twins hat of his that I wear is bigger than the one I currently
Maybe that's
wear.
why you guys got along.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like aliens.
Yeah.
I think him and I got along because we're both degenerate gamblers.
Yeah, he and I got along because he felt bad for me.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that.
Yeah.
You were the lost dog kind of mentality.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he was like, you were Mowgli and he was Bagheera.
Yeah, that's very well said. And then he got Hawk to swear on the air.
He sure did.
Yep.
It was Ghost. It was Ghost.
Holy yes, dude.
Ghost of Dark Star.
The Ghost of Dark Star.
Yeah.
The Ghost of Tom Joad.
So his hat that you have an actual Dark Star hat, is a little too big for you?
Yeah.
Is that right?
My dad bought it at the estate sale.
You remember what he paid for it?
$10.
$10 for a Dark Star hat?
Yeah.
That's not very much. Who was the beneficiary?
He had a daughter.
Oh, I thought maybe it was Mitov.
I assume it went to his daughter.
Did you beneficiary?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I thought I'd at least when we found out that he had he'd put $50,000 down at the Porsche Jag dealership on 394 so he could have the first Aston Martin SUV.
Yeah.
He put $50,000 down so he could have it. Yeah. So yeah.
And did you get it?
No, I didn't.
It's too bad.
I think they're still waiting for him to show up and get it.
Again, I know I've told this story 1,000 times, but it still always blows my mind. The first time I ever hung out with him outside of the horse track, right, where we just would BS or go to movies with the whole group, right? The first time it was just Dark and I went over to his place. As soon as I got there, he said, "I'll be right down." So I'm like, "Oh, you're coming out? I thought I was coming upstairs. What are we doing?" And then he rolls out of the parking garage with his bazillion-dollar car.
Yeah.
I'm not a super big car guy, so I don't remember what it was, but it was crazy expensive and crazy nice.
Yeah.
And then
Maserati.
And then we went and picked up his dry cleaning.
Yeah.
And then went back to his house and talked like radio and contracts. And then I watched him bet $2,000 on an Indiana Gopher football game.
The Indiana Gophers.
Yep. The Hoosiers and the Gophers were playing. I think he had $2,000 on the game. I'm like, on this game? I'm like, what'd you do today? Well, I went and picked up dry cleaning with Dark and then watched him gamble. Yeah. And of course, he smoked weed the whole time too. So he's higher than hell watching the Gophers gambling. That was his life.
Yeah.
Gambling.
Smoking cigs. He loved darts. Yep.
Nice cars.
Yep.
Apparently taking, at that point, what was I? Probably 24-ish, 24, 25, whatever it was. Something like that. Maybe 26. And taking me to pick up dry cleaning.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was awesome.
The first time I went over there, he sat down on his big chair, and he was probably gambling, and he had a huge stack of just adult films sitting right next to him.
I didn't see his collection of porn. I did see his, obviously. He basically had Cooperstown in his apartment. He had the most memorabilia for an adult I have ever seen.
Yeah, he did.
And it was blatantly displayed, too. He didn't have it locked in a safe. It was just around his house.
I think he had
a whole bunch of really nice stuff.
Is that?
Yeah.
You're listening to the same story I am, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound like they should have been very afraid?
Yeah.
They were invited over by a grown man with a lot of money.
Yeah.
Who was smoking a lot of dope and surrounded by porn.
Yeah.
And gambling a lot. And giving them rides in his fancy cars. Did he offer you boys candy?
No. No.
Yeah,
were we being groomed? I wonder if we were being groomed.
He took me to J.D. Hoyt's a lot.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is J.D. Hoyt's a candy store or a toy store?
It does sound like the toy store from Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
He took you to the toy store?
Yeah.
What did he buy you, son?
Anything I wanted?
Yeah, that's what it sounds
he
like.
did.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, you were being groomed.
Probably complimented you a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tried to produce your show. Did produce your show.
Did he ask you if you were sore anywhere?
Oh.
No? You okay?
No.
Oh my God! PA and Dark used to argue about me way back in the day. Like, he's got to get an agent, and PA would say no, Dark would say yes, and they would argue over and over again about agents. And Dark goes, "We're going to get you an agent, and we're going to make you a lot of money." And I go, "How's that the case?" An agent can make you the grand marshal of almost any parade in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, oh, that would be kind of good money. Now I look back and I'm like, his plan for me was just riding on floats. That was how I was going to get rich.
Yeah, he didn't have high expectations.
Yeah, he told me.
He didn't.
Yeah, he told me the same thing.
Actually, I remember because I was at that. He told you could be the float.
Yeah.
But hang on a second. Sasha said he told me the same thing. We were being groomed.
We were.
He was tempting us with.
Yeah.
You want to ride a parade parade floats and get candy?
Yeah.
No, God dang it! This is my light bulb moment.
Yeah.
Oh, you like gambling? Let me put $2,000 on this random game.
Now I feel weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark was the best.
He was the best.
He was the best.
I'm gonna tell you. I know nothing untoward was going on, but that story really sounds like there was. There were some things happening.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like the old stories back in the day where, like, you could the kids would legitimately get a ride with an adult or whatever. It was fine.
But, I mean, Corey and I were still both adults.
We were in our mid-20s.
Barely.
Yeah.
But we were naive.
Yeah.
Didn't know how the world worked.
Impressionable.
I was listening to both PA and Dark about the old agent thing. I thought getting $100 or something to ride in some float 4 hours away would be fun. I'll do that.
Sure. Back then, that wasn't so bad, right?
No, and I remember
for us back then.
And I remember asking Dark, well, that town is some random small town. They're not going to know who I am. And he goes, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's why they'll pay you.
Right.
You just you drive up there, you take the money, you come home. Like, so wait a minute here. And of course, I didn't do the math at the time. I'm like, so wait, I'm going to drive like 3 or 4 hours, make $100 and drive back? That can't be a great net win.
And are you coming with?
Me on fire.
No. Yeah.
With the miles and the gas, am I really making money here, Dark, or am I just riding in parades?
Yep.
Set me on fire.
Doesn't that sound
it's awful. That's just awful. Awful.
He had plans for us. Now I'm just concerned what those plans were.
How much you want to make him in the business, Cor?
You know how you could, speaking of writing on things.
Let me tell you why I needed you to pick up my dry cleaning.
Let me tell you how I got it dirty.
Seen sauce, he went missing.
He's not
No.
Oh, he's easy to find.
He'll show up eventually. I mean, it's only been a few years.
He's easy to find.
All of this because we talked about how big your head was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that you might need gutters
Did you ever
thanks
worry,
to gutter helmet.
Did your parents ever worry it was a Rocky Dennis situation with your head?
I don't know, man.
If you laid down and went to sleep, it might be too much.
Yeah. My dad has a big head. My uncle has a big head.
Oh, ain't no ass about that.
Oh.
That's an enormous head on Pete.
Yeah, Pete has a huge head.
That's a big head.
Pete, I think, has the largest head in the family.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm not a freak.
Well,
yeah, I am. Well,
there you go.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
What a good dude.
Yeah.
He was fun.
One of the things that bugs me about that is never being able to meet him because obviously growing up he's a legend.
He would have loved you.
Mike, I was just going to say that. My guess is he would have loved you because you would have loved your sense of humor. You and him could have gotten high together all the time.
All the time.
You like to gamble. You would have gone to the track, the horse track, to talk to Dark.
Sure.
Yeah,
you would have sat in his apartment and got high and
listen,
watched the Gophers take on the Hoosiers.
There are certain parades you definitely would have been in.
Yeah, brilliant.
That one for the Grand Marshal, baby.
I got Sauce and Corey over there lined up with a whole bunch of parades, but in June, I'm going to get you rich.
You're going to be in every city in Minnesota.
Well, not every.
In 1 month, you're going to dominate.
Yeah, not every.
Just in the metro area.
Yeah.
That might have paid more than $100.
You could have been groomed.
That's right. And you need some grooming.
Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, well, who knew? Who knew what the show
think,
was going to be like today?
True. I do think you would have liked you. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
I never either. I never had a really chance to hang out with him. I was knee deep in dad time. Then,
Yeah.
You know. But I wish I'd have spent more time with him. But we always feel that way, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I spent so much time at the track, betting on horses, playing cards.
But that's weird too, because like, when's the last time you were at the track?
I take the kiddos about once a year. Girls like watching the horses race.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
not serious money.
Get back there someday.
I never bet serious money on horses because I don't understand it enough.
Neither do I.
I just think it's fun.
You bet good money on horses?
No, not really.
Is there a rhyme or reason to it?
Of course, yeah. There's people that ask Gorg. There's studying the old racing form and breaking down past performances. It's still an inexact science, but there's things that they are looking for.
That's an interesting question. I mean, I guess I never thought about it, but I've been out there a bit, you know, and not as much as you guys have, but there are a lot of people out there who you can see are real pissed about stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think there's people out there who make real good money though? Like, serious money off betting on the horses just in Canterbury?
My guess is it's like poker, that there is a very small group that does very well.
Yeah.
Then there's a whole bunch that are just hanging on.
Yeah.
And then everybody else gets smoked.
And you can bet on horsey races everywhere, right? Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be locally here. You can watch on TV and bet those horses whenever you want.
Half the TVs at Planet Hollywood are horse racing.
True.
Yeah.
maybe I ought to try because I like racing and I like horses and I like money and I like gambling and I like dark.
You don't have to bet much to have fun. You
but
really
I want
don't.
to.
Well,
Right.
then,
See,
boy,
he
do I
gets
have a
it.
game for you.
What a beautiful morning out there, guys. Tomorrow
It's
might
awesome
be a rain
out
out,
there.
so enjoy your July 4th today. Yeah, they're looking. We're supposed to play in Annandale tomorrow night, and they're telling us that they're going to make the determination tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. That's how bad the rain could be tomorrow.
Yeah, Excelsior moved their legendary fireworks show to tonight.
Did you read was that a
really?
script, or do you call it their legendary fireworks?
Well, I mean, that's the fireworks show I grew up watching, so to me it's legendary.
But is that what it's called? His point is that what it's called?
You
or
sound
was
like you were reading a script just now.
It did.
No,
Yeah,
I don't have
a vibe read.
But yeah, they moved it to tonight.
Yeah, White Bear Lake moved their infamous traditional fireworks show inside.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Are you reading the script?
Yeah. I'm playing Delano tonight, and they're doing their GD.
Wow, they get incredible.
Magnificent.
Yeah, right. Fireworks after we play tonight. Remember that tent, Zach?
Oh, man,
Yeah, remember that? When it was
biggest-
170 degrees?
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're playing that again tonight.
Oh, good. It's a good tent for retaining heat and.
Right beside the Essers, right
Yeah, and just.
Oh, your
sending-
dad's dream.
If you like the sound going out of the speakers, you're going to love it coming right back at
you're
you.
going to love it.
Perishing a little bit. No Rosie today, right? He's out the next couple of weeks still?
He's not in. No Brett. No nothing. But we all have Duel of the Decades of some sort. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I got to ask you about that because, man, did I have a discussion in Abbott's office yesterday. I'm sure you heard all about it.
Sure as hell
I
did.
told you 2 weeks ago they were going to shut this down.
You were right.
I told you.
You nailed it.
Yeah,
I
you were
knew
right.
the loopholes were going to get closed, and that's exactly what happened. We'll tell you about that later. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
This is Fever Dream and Crying Out, local bands on the Power Trip Morning Show. Go ahead, Fever Dream, kick that ass.
The Fan.
You can watch the Power Trip Morning Show weekdays at 8 a.m. on KFAN.com/watch. It's the Power Hour presented by Quantum Fiber, your world of information.
Jacuzzi, Puma, and Doggone. I love the name of that band. Local bands on the Power Trip Morning Show because I don't get fined for it. And I like to support them as well.
The name of the band?
Jacuzzi, Puma.
You know, it's weird because Corey invited me to his house last week. He was wearing a Puma sweatshirt, and he invited me into the jacuzzi.
Did he really?
Yeah.
You want to go jacuzzi?
You want to watch this Hoosier Gopher game with me, Zachary?
Go get my laundry first.
You want to be a grand marshal in a parade?
Was he showing you where his laundry was to be picked up? By any chance?
No.
Oh, boy.
Cato, go get my laundry.
Not Cato Kalin.
No.
Oh.
Well, maybe.
Maybe. I wonder if Cato did get OJ's laundry.
You better believe he did. You better believe he did.
Is he still on with Barrero once in a while?
Yeah.
I was on with Barrero yesterday
For what?
to talk about the Moondance Jam scandal.
Oh, yeah. What happened with that?
What scandal? What scandal?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Poor Zacho. Zacho, was your family planning on going? Is that how you knew so much was going on, or did you just happen to be?
No, I mean, it was going to be a kind of a last second thing. Possibly, it was going to maybe shoot up there after a road party, depending on how I felt in the morning, because they had some great acts. Creed was going to headline Saturday, but no more.
Yeah.
Who were the great acts?
Creed, Foghat.
Hang on, Zach.
Stop.
Who are the great acts?
See?
So you walk right into it.
Okay, music snob. Captain Billboard.
Jacuzzi Puma party invitation revoked.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm going to groom somebody else.
He has to go get his own.
Jacuzzi.
The headliners were Foghat, Kansas, and Creed, Switchfoot, Finger 11, Blue Oyster Cult, and The Sweet, and a guy who used to sing for Journey.
All right. So all jokes aside, those are a lot of big names. I mean, over the course of the last 40 to 50 years, sure, they all have their own little fan bases. That's a big enough draw for a place like Moondance.
Yeah.
So what happened though?
Apparently not.
Well, conjecture on my part, but they had to cancel all the headliners and just replace them with local bands because financially they couldn't afford to pay the headliners. So, what are we, 2 weeks out?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because having been in this spot before, I know a little bit about when you have to pay the headliners.
Yeah.
And how you have to pay the headliners. And so they made the call and said apparently the ticket sales weren't good enough to pay the headliners, so they aren't coming. But You can still come and watch the local bands.
But you can get a refund.
Well, that's where they're at right now.
Yeah,
they're working on that.
They might flip and offer refunds if you want.
They're definitely offering you an opportunity to use your tickets next year, or to just come to the show and use your tickets next year. It's a tough thing, man.
It's a mess.
So my conjecture is the following. So I know that, first of all, the reason Foghat, Kansas, and those bands are your headliners is because in the world of country music, there are 700 potential headlining acts that could headline your festival. You name it, from Rascal Flatts to old school artists like, you name it. There are so many big ones, small ones, medium size. Essentially in country music, if you had a number one hit at some point, even in the 90s, you could headline a festival. I've played with all of them. In rock, there's 30, maybe 50 rock bands that could headline a festival. And even if it's Kansas, whom I love, but hasn't had a hit on the radio in 30 years, they're still getting top dollar to headline your festival. If you get somebody like Creed, they're getting top dollar to headline your festival. And they work it so you have to give them your deposit, which is normally half down. Like if let's say Creed, I'm throwing out numbers I don't know, but let's say Creed is getting $700,000 to headline your festival. You got to pay them half up front. You got to give them another chunk 2 weeks out, and then you got to pay them the rest of the day of the festival. Well, if you give them that first hunk, it's gone. They got it. If you cancel by a certain date, then you don't have to pay them a certain amount of money, but they get to keep the deposit. And so I'm guessing, again, completely, don't sue me, I don't know. I'm guessing that somebody realized that the ticket sales weren't matching what they needed to make up the rest of the pay for the headliners, so they had to make a call. And it's a terrible call to make.
Yeah.
But how far dead are you willing to go? How far into debt are you willing to go? And so that's a terrible situation, man. I'm surprised Creed didn't sell well enough. If that's the case, I'm surprised they didn't sell well enough to make the nut back. Yeah. But it is a reason I am no longer in any kind of business of any kind, because, that kind of pressure.
The pressure.
Oh man, it almost killed me. It really did. Cost me friendships. Cost me everything.
So not to pile on and rip somebody we just mentioned, but this would be the equivalent of saying like, "Hey, I'm going to go see Bruce Springsteen," and at the last second, you don't get a refund, and Jacuzzi Puma is the headliner.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But again, that won't fly. They know that. I think they're doing their best to pacify as many people as possible before they have to give out the big refunds.
And completely cancel the entire event, right? Not even run it back with local bands or just fillers. They're just going to say it's off this year.
I would guess they'll still do the local artists no matter what.
Really?
Because, there'll be people who come in and there'll be some beer sales. People are already planning to be there. I mean, it's, up in Walker, people are already camping anyway.
Yeah.
So they'll still have some sort of show. We played that. I mean, I played Moon Dance Jam. Did we play it with you, Zacho? You were with us once.
The country one, yeah.
Yeah, we played that. I've probably played it 4 or 5 times. Kathy and those people, they do a great job. I love it. It's just a small town festival that is a big festival. They go out of their way to bring a giant festival to Walker, Minnesota, and it sucks all the way around. I hate it.
Do you have any idea how many tickets in the past they have sold? What's kind of the number they've done in the past?
Zach, we've been there before when there was a giant crowd. I mean, we're talking 12 to 15,000. We're talking big crowds of people.
Yeah, I myself just attended as a fan, 2015, 2016, and it was cool because so many people had gone there for decades. I think it's in his 33rd year.
Our guy Bob.
Yeah.
He has a cabin up there. That's his festival.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He loves that. I don't think he's ever missed it.
No, I don't think he has.
So, sucks.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Tough thing, man. It really is. I mean, again, they do a really, really great job. And it's a great stage with the VIP sections on the side of the stage that are 3 levels where people are watching you from the sides of the stage. It's super awesome. The parties stage after the concert, we would be like the opener or second on the big stage, and then you play after the headliner's done. What a freaking party that was, man! I love that festival.
When everybody's point two.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best.
The year I went, it was mainly because the Saturday headliner was Shinedown, but the third was actually followed Peter Frampton.
Oh.
And it was awesome because I would never see Peter Frampton.
Yeah, right.
That's a great
in
one.
a regular, but yeah, he was awesome. But the Thursday, the headliner was Nickelback. But the rain just completely drenched them out. They took them out, took Papa Roach out. Sammy Hagar was right before Nickelback, and obviously took him out as well because they couldn't get the main stage ready.
Yeah.
The rain was terrible. Yeah, they have is it called a saloon or
the
something?
barn stage. Yeah. No, that might be Country Fest. Yeah, it's a saloon. You're right. It's the saloon stage. Yeah.
And so, it's just this big garage barn looking structure back there, as we talked about. And there was local band, Them Pesky Kids was playing.
Oh, I love those guys.
And they, next thing you know, they all told us to go to this place because Sammy Hagar walked in with his band, basically used a bunch of the equipment that Them Pesky Kids had on the stage, and he played like an hour and a half.
That's sweet.
That's crazy because his band is Michael Anthony from Van Halen.
Yeah.
Might have been Jason Bonham was the drummer, John Bonham's kid, and that would have been probably Joe Satriani playing guitar.
That's sweet.
On that barn stage. That's crazy, man.
So
yeah, it's a tough situation, man. I hope they can figure it out. And it sucks, man, because it's $200 for a weekend pass, and nobody wants to lose that kind of money.
No.
Obviously, but tough situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, and everything I said was a guess, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about anything. I'm just telling you.
But it's a good breakdown by both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here's the Tight Whips with Fix Me Up.
Headlining Moondance Jam next Saturday night. That's not true.
That's not true. I don't think it's true.
I don't think it's
I don't think it's true. We should mention Creed coming to Treasure Island Resort and Casino in August, and
Them Pesky Kids are going to be at that Music by the Mississippi at TI as well.
Yeah,
they are.
Down in the
and
dumps,
you
they
just,
didn't ask me to be a part of that. I know,
Well, they
man.
should, Hogs.
I've never played that big ass stage. I want to.
Well, ask nicely. Use good manners.
I don't ask nicely.
Front Page Sports is next on The Fan.
KFAN.com/Glizzy. That's where you get your Kiss the Glizzy shirt. The idea springing out of Sauce's head and now right onto a shirt. That looks great. KFAN.com/Glizzy. Get it today.
Glad you finally promoted it. I mean, let's sell some T-shirts, right?
Yeah.
You guys, do you have any idea how much smarter Dr. Zach is than the rest of us?
Oh, significantly.
Yes.
It's unreal.
Well, especially me.
He's in here for the first time. Well, how long has it been since I've seen you, Dr. Zach?
It feels like almost 2 years.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, I think when he diagnosed you with crabs the last time you saw him.
You don't get diagnosed with crabs, and your dad knows it.
In fairness, I diagnose him with crabs every time I come.
He does. Yeah. I'm starting to think there's a pattern here.
Yeah.
No, he was just. Dr. Zach, you're gonna be so rich. It's unbelievable.
He's changing the world with drugs.
He is.
He's part of Big Pharma, though.
Yeah, you are.
He's the bad guy.
Can I come live on your Big Pharma? And we can raise some chickens?
You could look at my portfolio. I am not part of Big Pharma. Big Pharma takes advantage of what I do.
So you're agreeing that Big Pharma is evil.
No, I would actually push back.
Yeah, would you please stop with him? He's trying to make money here.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
He's trying to make game-changing money before the world comes to an end.
And he's trying to make people's lives better.
And it's working. God, you probably can't tell me any of that stuff you were just talking about, right?
Oh, I can tell you whatever I want.
Oh, good.
Look at that.
Ooh, he's got a drug that's almost been approved that's going to take Ozempic and all that stuff to the next level. To another level.
Is that right?
And it's about to be approved.
Hell yeah, man.
Look at you.
I haven't seen the South Park special, The End of Obesity, but is it about your new drug?
My new drug? No, it's about the Ozempics of the world. And I think they made a Lizzo drug.
I believe they did. Is that yours?
No. First of all, I don't think we could pay for Lizzo's licensing fee. And second, in all seriousness, there is about 10 years worth of drugs that are going to change how, metabolic disease is treated over the next 10 years. And it's going to be kind of a revolution. The only challenge is going to be, can people pay for it?
That's the thing, right? But won't it get simpler, easier for that once it becomes
Gets generic?
Yeah, we thought that, but then one of the earlier classes of the Ozempic drugs just got generic classification in the past month, and it ended up still being $500 a month. So there's a lot of price fixing.
That's the price, man.
It's Big Pharma.
That's the price, but I'll tell you what.
Zach.
Let me tell you right now. I would absolutely pay $500 a month to be as skinny as I am now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm down 51 pounds.
Yeah.
Right?
I would too.
Olivia at Livia.com, everybody. But I'm going to tell you right now, dude, that's tough. But what you're saying, and again, tell me if I shouldn't be saying this, but you're saying that your drug is going to have the same weight loss success, but without the muscle loss? Is that right?
That's correct. And the good news
that would be
is
huge, dude.
It's not just our drug. There's 2 or 3 other classes that are going to help people maintain or even add a little bit of muscle mass while they're losing weight. So,
Will it make you feel
buzzed
at all?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
If not, there's a litany of other drugs that will make you feel
Okay, hold on. Sorry.
buzzed.
Thank you.
Perfect.
You're welcome.
Can you make a drug that makes us feel nothing? Like a true sociopath.
There's a lot of them.
Whoa.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of those.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
I don't think the market for that is all that high.
Can I ask you another question?
Actually, the entire market, I would imagine, is very high.
I've been told
for a friend.
by many people, Dr. Zach, that that Wegovy and such is going to make me want to gamble less. Not true. Is there a drug that I could take that would help with that as well?
So the good news is there's about 4 more generations of Wegovy family drugs that may or may not, and there's variability from person to person on how much it's going to impact compulsive shopping and gambling and propensity for drug use, smoking. So we don't have a great understanding of which drugs are going to influence those types of behaviors from person to person. So look in the next 10 years that there's going to be more options that you can give a shot. For non-weight related changes. And the nice part is they're all going to be so great. They all are really effective in treating, weight management and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You'll be able to choose from.
What's your take on the Ozempics and the Wegovy's of the world that there's those claims that basically it can freeze your stomach and seize some of your digestive system?
So we actually have 25 years worth of data on this drug family on how frequently this effect is. And we're talking about 1 case per tens of thousands of doses or less. So we're talking about very, very infrequent things. And, this gets kind of a very, a thing that's very challenging in talking about health in a forum like this of a lot of the media kind of headline stuff. And, it's great because it makes very entertaining and headline catching, headlines. It's all sensational. And so we're talking about very, 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 very infrequent things that really get people kind of scared. But, it's this great drug. It really is changing clinical medicine, but it's got to have a dark side, or it's got to have something that we can say, oh, it's not that great, blah, 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 something to act up against. So these are very infrequent events, and people should be kind of looking at the data and thinking of it as things that happen.
Don't think people are going to read data. How dare you?
So what you're saying, though, Zach, is you're saying it's worth the gamble?
I'm going to tell you it is. I'm saying it is.
Chris can't stop gambling.
Yeah, he loves it.
He loves the gamble.
I love it.
He's heard the odds. He's willing to gamble.
Right.
Tell you right now, I'm in size 30 pants as we sit here.
Good for you, man.
Come on now.
Yeah, good for you.
I haven't been in 30 since high school.
You do have a nice blouse on, too.
You should see how big my thing looks.
Let's see it.
We got to know when to inject them.
Yeah, I keep putting. I didn't.
The gambler.
Yeah. Why don't you take the rest of the segment off?
Okay.
It wasn't.
Time now for
Colonel
Paid Sports, presented by Holiday Station Store.
Holiday Station Stores, you can get a couple of Celsius at Holiday, and then get one free. Buy 2, get 1 free at Holiday. We love Holiday Station Stores. We love Celsius. Stuff's super good. I have yet to try Watermelon Lemon. That is an exclusive.
Oh, that sounds
Holiday.
wonderful.
It does. I keep saying it sounds good.
Yeah.
And I keep getting gas at Holiday, and I keep forgetting to get the old Watermelon Lemon Celsius.
You're a failure.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to make today the day. I'm going to do it today.
I'm glad that's what you said.
Because I have I think I have 40 miles left on the old gas tank range, so I need gas on the way home anyway. Stop it at Holiday.
Marco!
Would you try a watermelon sugar flavor?
My sources say sauce would not.
Why did you ricochet?
The Minnesota Twins
know
beat
that
the
guy.
Tigers 5-3. Home runs by Margot and Correa. That extends the franchise record. That is the 20th straight game the Twins have hit a home run.
Hell yeah, man.
20 straight. So they were underdogs in the game because of the pitching matchup, but they won and hit a couple of home runs.
That's incredible.
The bad news is Royce Lewis left the game with tightness in his left groin muscle. You don't hear the specifics very often on which side of the groin. It's normally just a groin pull, right? This says left groin.
Now I know where to look.
Dr. Zach, is that bad?
Yeah, groin injuries are notoriously not great.
Because he's had it before?
And it's going to be a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Zach
come
gets
on.
The Twins have a season high 11-game over 500 record. That's the highest they've been all year. 48 and
Hell
37.
Yeah! Whoa.
Another game against the Tigers tonight at 7:10. David Festa goes for the Twins.
Yes!
Uncle Festa.
PA loves Festa.
Yep. Brooks Lee will probably be called up.
Can I tell you guys, I just watched Mark and Zach hug as they greeted each other, and I thought they were going to smooch it out. It was an interesting greeting there.
I think one of them also thought that.
There was a moment there where I thought, they don't know when to hold them or when to fold them.
I mean, didn't Mark kiss you on a plane once?
He sure did.
Yeah, we Parrish and I decided right when we got out of what was the area we couldn't drink in? Kuwait. Everybody was asleep, and Perry and I were like, "Do you want to drink a bunch of free cheap wine?" Yep.
Yeah.
So we kept drinking, and then we decided at about 2 a.m. we were going to go over and kiss hockey. So we did.
Wait, hang on. We?
No.
I thought it was just Mark.
It was just Mark.
No, we were going to, but Parrish got to him first, and he woke him up.
I was asleep, and I woke up to a tongue in my mouth.
Yep. Yeah.
And
we were.
I wanted to make it memorable.
You certainly did, and you tasted of wine and regret.
Yeah, we were loaded. Yep.
That's assault, brother.
I tasted like the wine. You tasted like the regret.
Yeah, that's exactly
So
right.
it was.
And then we got to the airport, and Parrish and I sat down to get something to eat, and he started bringing up stats of a former player he played for, and then walked away.
Yeah, they were hammered, and it was wine, and
we were literally the only people
it was
drinking out.
completely dark.
Sarah Jane has the whole thing on tape.
There was like for a while there too. We were just walking, like just kind of giggling how everyone was asleep and just wandering around the plane.
Yeah, we were smoked.
Tommy Olsen. Oh, I miss you, Tommy.
Oh no.
Oh God, what did he text now?
He just wants me to. I said it made my wiener bigger, and he says, "Prove it."
Oh boy, Tio,
you're the best.
Mark Parrish. I wasn't I had other things to talk about, but since you're here and this is sports, Zeev Buium, I think is how you say it.
Yeah,
very easily.
A lot of people thrilled that he was on the board 12th. The Wild move up and get him 12th. Your thoughts on the big Wild first round draft pick?
Yeah, he's skilled. I got to see him a couple of years ago. There was the McDonald's U.S. team. I covered the blue and white game. It's more or less just an inter squad game. He's a special kid. He can play. It was impressive. I love the fact that he slid down there for us. And that we got him because there's a lot of upside there. He's obviously, it's the projection. We're not going to know for another year or two probably. But that being said, as it's quickly as the player is the one that dictates how quickly you develop, more or less. I mean, when you're ready, you're ready. You show it yourself, and he comes in with confidence. But the one thing you got to put on a little bit of mask, because it is a little boys playing against men most of the time. So that's what the hard part is for those guys that just get drafted to step in, the Connor Bedards. That's what makes them so special, is they're so mature, physically mature at such a young age.
So where was he projected to go, and why did he fall to 12?
He was a top 10, and you never know. It can be a situation where it kind of teams usually those will kind of happen when teams kind of start to see where the defensemen start to go or something like that. A lot of defensemen go early, and they're like, "Oh crap, now instead of maybe taking a forward." They're like, "Oh, we got to take this defenseman because we're not going to get another chance at him later," or something like that, or vice versa. But that being said, it's hard to say. Sometimes they just slip through because teams will kind of circle a guy in the first round, and especially like the top 10, they'll just circle a guy and kind of think that's their guy. And regardless of who slides by, then all of a sudden, if somebody starts sliding, they're like, "Well, no, we've kind of already decided that this is who we're taking." So that one player just kind of tends to just kind of keep slipping to someone who's very grateful to take them at number 12.
Out of all the Zeeves you played with, where does this guy
He
rank?
is by far the best.
He's the number one
Yeah,
Zeev.
the Buium too. Yeah, like the Buium. Yeah, it's a hockey name. I mean, come on.
No, Zeev Buium is something that Gavin Kaysen makes.
Yeah. It's also Zangief's cousin.
Zangief Buium?
Yeah.
God, Zangief kicked ass.
That actually kind of flows there. Zangief Buium.
It does. That also sounds like something that would be at.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Spoon and Stable.
Yeah. Demi.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Either one.
The Wild schedule released. It's out. Those kind of sneak up on us. I didn't know that the Wild schedule was coming out
It's
yesterday.
like July 4th.
Yeah, maybe
it's the same
diehard
thing.
Wild fans knew it was coming, but I didn't know that.
Yeah,
But it's out.
free agent. Once free agency, they like to kind of blend it all together, get you excited for this upcoming season, Corey.
Yeah, Hey, man, the Wild kick ass.
Yeah, hell
Let's
yeah.
go, man. Let's go. All right. What really matters when we come back? Some form of duel of the decades in about 15 minutes. Mark Parrish is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
Man.
Fantasy football training camp is back at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. You can join Paul Charchian and the Fantasy Football Weekly crew in the full deck ballroom on Friday, August 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. You can stop by for the live broadcast from 6 to 8 and stick around for the Fantasy Football Deep Dive. Great prizes to be had, including a $1,000 grand prize. Full details now at KFAN.com. Make the keyword calendar.
Went to break with Jeff Reinert's Crosses. Now this is KFAN and Julep Kiss. KFAN was the original bass player for Rocket Club. How about that? Good for you, KFAN.
Nice.
Glad to hear you're doing well, brother. There you go. If you want your music on the Power Trip Morning Show, hockeyKFAN.com. And if Derek gets off his lazy ass, he'll load some in today. Right, Derek? See? Dr. Zach?
Chris,
Good to see you.
good to see you too.
At what point am I going to be able to borrow thousands of dollars from you?
At the right terms, probably right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Fantastic. Thank you. Keep that in mind.
I have a sandwich chain I've been thinking about talking about.
Oh, no.
Some of the things later.
All-time bit.
He gets it. Zach gets it.
He does. He gets it. I got a little sandwich coming.
It's so good.
It's
I
my
guess
favorite.
we'll go on the air now. Hey, Rose, who you're with?
Oh. I'm going to bring it.
So good.
Anyway. We should do what really matters.
Yeah, let's do what really matters.
Because Mark Parrish is here.
Yeah.
And he loves what really matters.
It's my favorite. Matters, right?
And Zacho's here, too.
By the way, brought to you by Catalyst Supply and
What?
CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst.
Thank you, Catalyst.
Zach, you were saying?
What, Zach, what?
Bill Guerin and John Hines joining Russo, filling in for Barrero this afternoon. So
That's a lot of a sentence you just said.
Yeah.
That right.
Nice.
I was
Good.
on with Barrero yesterday.
I was on with Barrero yesterday. He was very nice to me.
Yeah. Did he talk about our Glizzy t-shirt?
No.
Did you come in studio?
Whoa!
Oh,
You
boy.
can't prove that, Johnny.
Yeah.
Down.
Wow.
Zach.
I was on the phone.
All right, what really matters? Scores and stats around the world of sports. We're going to play a little game, Saucy. With Mark Parrish and Chris Hockey.
Okay, bring it on.
Did it happen yesterday or in 2013?
God, I love this game.
I read an NBA headline. Mark and Chris have to decide whether this happened yesterday or the year 2013. Are you two ready?
All right, I'll look down, make sure I don't see anything on TV accidentally.
DeMarcus Cousins agreed to a 4-year deal with Sacramento. Yesterday or 2013?
Say that one more time.
DeMarcus Cousins agreed to a 4-year extension with the Sacramento Kings.
What do you think, Mark?
It feels recent,
Yeah,
like a free recent name. This
recent.
sound feels
I'd say
like
now.
a recent. We'll
I'd
say
say
now.
it's
Yeah.
So yesterday?
Yeah.
Paul?
That was 2013.
Son of a.
He hasn't been in the league.
That was 2013.
been in the league.
All right.
I thought we were off for a good start.
Number 2, Derek Favors agreed to a deal with the Utah Jazz.
All right, I've never heard of that guy.
That name is not even.
That doesn't exist.
So we're flipping a coin. Is
No,
what we're
this
doing
is a
on
real
this.
story. It's just, is it
I know, but it
yesterday
doesn't
or
exist anymore.
2013? It's a real person. Yesterday or
I believe
11
he
years
passed away
ago?
on the Titanic. I don't think.
What?
Titanic.
The Titanic?
Yeah, it's a Titanic.
Oh.
It's way worse.
That's what I call your dad's butthole.
Oh, my God.
I honestly have no idea.
I've never heard that guy's
I've
name.
never heard that name.
Me neither.
So if you've never heard of him, which one is it
13
more?
years ago then.
Let's
You're
go to
going 2013?
Yeah.
Paul?
They are correct.
That is correct.
All
Yes,
right,
Derek
there we go. 1 for 2.
agreed to a
Second
deal
overall
with
pick.
Utah in 2013. So you're 1 for 2.
See?
John Wall agreed to an $80 million extension with the Wizards.
Okay, that had. Listen to me, Perry. That guy played for Kentucky like 100 years ago. That had to have been 13 years ago.
Okay.
Had to have been.
I actually do recognize the name, but I couldn't. Yeah, I'm going with you. I'm with you, partner.
Okay, we're in.
John Wall still does want to play, but yes, that was 11 years ago. That was in 2013.
Was I right about Kentucky?
There we go.
Yes.
Look at you.
Yep.
Man.
Kemba Walker retired. Did he retire yesterday or in 2013?
I bet he retired yesterday because I remember that name.
Whoa.
Okay, that's a name that does not ring any kind of bell.
I remember his name.
Let's go with yesterday.
That is the correct answer. He retired yesterday. Four-time All-Star. He was the number 9 pick in 2011. Scored 60 points in a game in 2018.
Rock the vote.
So what are you guys, 3-1?
Yeah, they're doing pretty good.
3 right, 1 wrong.
Be the change.
Kyle Anderson agreed to a 3-year, $27 million deal with the Warriors.
I bet that was yesterday. Dude, because that guy's still a player, and his name is Kyle Anderson. It's a boring-ass name. I bet.
Yesterday or 2013?
What do you think?
It was 3 years for how much?
3 years, 27.
I don't know.
Wait, you're right. That's not much money.
That's got to be 2013 and NBA money.
You're right, dude, because that guy, if I've heard that guy's name, he should be making $100 million a year.
We're going for,
He played for the Wolves the last 2 seasons. He got traded to the Warriors in a sign and trade yesterday.
You had it. You had it right there.
He played for the Wolves in the playoffs this year.
Did he really play for us this year?
It was slow-mo.
That's
slow-mo.
They
Are
don't
you serious?
Yeah, they don't know that.
We had a guy on our team named Kyle Anderson.
I love how Hawk had it. And Paris the whole time has just been going with it. And then all of a sudden he goes, well, he probably had to make more money. That was 23.
$9 million a year is not enough in the NBA, but that's what he's making. All right, so what are you now? 3-2? 4-2? 4-2. Monte Morris signed with Phoenix. Monte Morris signed with Phoenix yesterday or 2013?
Any ideas?
I've never heard that name in my life.
That does sound like a now name, though.
Let's go now.
Okay, now.
He also played for the Wolves this season and just signed with the Phoenix Suns. So
He did not.
Yes, he
did not play for us this
The
year.
only trade they made at the deadline.
Are you serious?
You got it right, but you got very lucky. Yes,
you got real
that happened
lucky.
yesterday.
Yes, he played for. Yeah.
All right, last but not least, Larry Sanders signs with the Milwaukee Bucks.
All right. Is he messing with his name?
No, this is not one of those Larry Sanders shows.
Okay.
This either happened yesterday or 2013.
Gary Shandling had a weekly basketball game, but
Larry
he's been
Sanders.
dead for a long time.
Yeah.
4-year deal with Milwaukee.
rest in
Yesterday or 2013?
You know what? I would probably go with my considerable gut and say yesterday.
Well, I'm going to run with that considerable gut.
Don't trust your gut. That was 11 years ago.
Son of a bitch.
You guys, I mean,
There was
who cares?
4 of those names
The
I didn't
Monte
know.
Morris and Kyle Anderson ones made it worth it. 2 guys that were on the Wolves squad this season.
And he did them back to back.
But did either of those guys ever make it on the field?
Yeah, Kyle had a really frustrating season, but man, had a couple of monster games in the playoffs.
He
For us this year.
Yes.
Yes.
He was key to a couple of wins.
I actually
Didn't he start when Rudy was out for the birth of his son? Yeah.
And he was a nice little change of
Why
pace there
was
for
he
a
out
second.
for the birth of Kyle Anderson's son?
Rudy
He was emotional about it.
Rhodey?
It's a whole different
He
thing.
was out. And then.
All right, you guys, pretty
Yeah.
good. Good.
That was
well
not
done.
bad.
But what really matters is this.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot I have to do that, don't I? Hold on. I'll get there. Everybody be cool. Take a deep breath, guys. I type in the following thing into your Google machine. You ready?
Yeah.
Passenger stuck in overhead bin after severe turbulence.
I saw that. Oh, my God.
I can't believe it happened. He's literally, half of his body is hanging out of the overhead bin.
Well, and they weren't sure that's exactly how he got up there either. Like, that's just kind of how he got out.
Yeah.
Like, so he might have just gone straight up and through, I guess. And they got him out through the door.
30 passengers were injured after a flight
was
from Madrid
nuts.
to Uruguay was hit by, quote, strong turbulence. Yesterday, we learned Uruguay is right next to Belize and Beloit.
Yep. I didn't know about Beloit.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it's a city in Illinois.
And South Beloit is.
Thank you.
Anyway, had to make
I
an
couldn't
emergency
believe it.
landing in Brazil.
Some of the seats were flat out twisted. Like twisted up in like a pop can.
The plane destabilized and went into a dive. Oh my gosh!
How horrible! You're thinking your life's like that's
over.
it.
It's over.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, and that guy's hanging out of the overhead bin.
You're hanging,
right?
Yeah, what's that guy thinking?
I don't know.
Does he? But at that point, does he even know they're in a dive?
And how, is his neck broken? I mean,
there was some fractures. I don't know if he was the one that had like the fractured neck, but like when they showed him getting out, like he was.
Yeah, they were dragging him out of there, and
they was moving a little bit,
fogged out.
Like,
hey, Dr. Zach, you're smart. We hear all the time that planes almost fly themselves, right? Pretty much start to finish. You got to have a couple of pilots there for a handful of things, and obviously in case something goes significantly wrong, but essentially they fly themselves. In the next, 5, 10, 20 years with artificial intelligence, are we going to have the ability to not have pilots at some point in our lives?
Not have pilots in the aviation sense in the surgical sense?
No. In the aviation sense.
Oh, so you're never going to be able to, for legal reasons, not have somebody in the cockpit who can take over. But the planes are already so close to flying themselves that it's really just taking off and landing, and emergency situations like a Sully situation that you have the pilot going there. And like you should have talked to actual aviation people, but you could automate probably landing and takeoff processes too. It's just those are harder to automate, and so you really just need to collect more and more and more flight data that you can have large, 787 style planes all the way up to that size taking off and landing, and have reliable data sets and AI data sets to be able to do that.
Because then I start to think about like when Anakin Skywalker was pod racing and, Sebulba's messing with his pod, and all of a sudden he's, on the fly fixing his pod racer, and I'm going, I know this is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but their tech is way advanced.
Yeah.
Shouldn't they have artificial intelligence to just fix the pod itself?
Yeah.
That was the end of my rant.
Is that when he asked what metachlorians were?
Oh, God. I've been wondering. What are metachlorians? Great.
That poor kid,
have like
man.
a 22-year rant about that.
No, it's not the kid. It's not Jake Lloyd's fault.
Yeah,
That's
that poor
George Lucas
bastard.
going, how am I going to explain to Star Wars viewers, how am I going to explain what metachlorians? What if I just have the dumb kid ask the question point blank to Qui-Gon Jinn?
I think that poor plot delivery has taken 2 years off of your life at this point.
There's so many other ways to explain it.
Yeah. Can Ozempic help him with that?
There's nothing that can help with that.
I've been wondering, what are metachlorians?
No, he hates
let me do a quick TED Talk in the middle of the movie.
He's so mad about it.
Qui-Gon takes out PowerPoint and does a whiteboard. Come on, man. I just want to see Darth Maul not in the last 20 minutes of the movie. Can you show him a little
People are
more?
less pissed by Jar Jar Binks than you are.
Yes, correct.
No, everybody was pissed about Jar Jar.
But not as much as you.
he got annoying very quickly.
It would have been nice if Anakin just goes, I got a question. Why is Jar Jar in this movie? Then I'd say, finally, the kid asked a good question. Stupid ass Jar Jar Binks. All right, Duel of the Decades, and we have no idea what that means. I guess Chris will surprise us.
Oh, I'm going to surprise the hell right out of you,
Polls
brother.
have been closed. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
All right, let's see, who is this? This is Firewater Gospel Choir and Misery. Good tune.
Join us for the return of Rube Party on Friday, July 19th at Forgotten Star Brewery in Fridley. We're kicking the party off with the Star Bank Red Carpet broadcast starting at 6:30, followed by some of your favorite fan games for great prizes, including tickets to see Metallica at US Bank Stadium and rounds for Rubes, thanks to Star Bank. Then we'll wrap up the night with live music from the Chris Hockey Band. The full details now at KFAN.com/party.
That's right. Won't be long now. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Mark, big 4th of July plans? What are you doing?
We are hanging out at home. We're going over some friends. Actually, on the 4th, we are going to my parents. We're having, we used to do this Christmas gift where we always get Nerf guns. Mm-hmm. And we switched it to the summertime this year because the winter's kind of miserable.
Sure.
For Nerf toys outside. So hopefully it doesn't rain. So, yeah, we usually get some pretty good ones. But up and on, this has been going back good 40 years for Gino and I.
Are all the kids involved, or is this just you and Gino shooting each other?
Yeah, they're finally all involved. Well, there were some the parishes don't mess around with Nerf toys, so you have to get to a certain age before you can handle it. And I think that's mainly for Papa and Nona's safety.
Well, I'm surprised you guys are competitive. You guys don't seem like a competitive family.
I'm surprised that you guys.
No, not at all. Whelan's can become the tallest one. That kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, well.
I had that distinction for 45 years. Dang it.
Yeah.
All right, shall we do...
we should do the Duel of the Decades. Brought to you by our friends at Unique Classic Cars, uniqueclassiccars.com. You can go on down to Mankato, get yourself your dream car. It's a beautiful place. I'd encourage you to stop on by. It's like a museum, only you can drive the pieces of art right the hell out of there. If you got one that you want to fix up, they'll do that for you as well. I've got more info about Unique Classic Cars, uniqueclassiccars.com momentarily. But right now, it's time for the Duel of the Decades. And we're going back to an old favorite, guys, because we can't play music on this stupid show.
Oh. Loophole closed.
Yeah, Lou Pole is his name.
By the way, speaking of loophole.
Uh-huh.
Was it Smartless the other day? I think it was Smartless. I think it was Will Arnett the other day that mentioned again that, your porn name is your middle name and then the first street you grew up on.
Yeah.
Loophole is pretty good, but my middle name is Lewis.
Yeah.
And I laughed in my car to myself because I realized under that formula, my porn name would be Lewis or Lou Wood Duck.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Lewis Wood Duck is a pretty good porn name.
Alan State Line.
Yeah, Alan State Line.
That's pretty good,
yeah.
Paul.
I'd be Jeff Heathcote.
Yeah, also sounds good. Yeah. Mark Parrish.
Daniel 103rd Street Circle.
Yeah. That is not going to work.
That's not going to work.
I'd much rather watch a Lewis Wood Duck film.
Yeah.
Zachary?
Pat Roth.
Oh, my God, that is definitely a porn star's name.
Yeah.
Dr. Zach, what's yours?
Alexander Shelter.
Yeah, yeah.
Man. Those are all pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Outside of Mark's. Mark's is way too specific.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
These are 2000s movies. Are you with me? I'm going to read the movie line. You guys, I don't say them enough.
Oh, we're writing them down.
Are we writing them down?
Yeah, hang on.
I'm down. Sorry, you guys need paper? You guys, I'll have Derek bring some over.
We're good.
No, I still...
Zach, you good?
Yeah.
You got a
Zach,
pen,
you
Mark
playing
Parrish?
too?
Yeah, I got one.
Derek, you're playing too? Dr. Zach, you're playing too?
Does Pat Roth have a piece of paper over there?
I'll just use my notes app.
Okay. Who's Pat?
Fancy.
Wasn't that your porn name? Was it Pat Roth?
Yeah. Yeah. Pat Roth. That's pretty damn good.
Okay, we ready?
We're ready.
2000s movies. I'm going to say the line. You tell me what movie we're talking about. Number 1. If You're a Bird, I'm a Bird. 2004. If You're a Bird, I'm a Bird.
Oh, man, that sounds super familiar.
2004. Number
Dr.
2.
Zach smiling. You know that one? No? Does anybody feel confident about that
I
one?
don't even have a guess.
Really?
Nope.
You're a bird, I'm a
okay.
bird. Man, that sounds super
It
familiar.
is very familiar. Number 2. They say when you meet the love of your life, time stops. And that's true. 2003. And Corey, you loved this movie, and so did I.
Oh, well.
They say you meet the love of your life, time stops. And that's true.
Man, we talked about this a week or two ago. It's so different having Chris just read it bluntly without any, inflection like the movie.
Yeah.
Because that sounds super familiar too, and I can't place it.
And hear the voice of the actor or actress.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
My guess is it would be a dead giveaway, but I just can't hear it with Chris.
At least I have a guess on that one.
Yeah.
They say you meet the love of your life, time stops. And that's true.
2003.
2003. Great. Just a great movie. Groundbreaking. Number 3. I just don't think that Brooke could have done this. Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. They just don't. 2001.
One more time.
I just don't think Brooke could have done this. Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. They just don't.
Oh, this one's going to piss me off.
I think I have a guess.
That's number 3.
2001.
Number 4. Duel of the Decades, brought to you by Unique Classic Cars, uniqueclassiccars.com. Number 4. I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. 2001. I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone.
I feel like Meat Sauce and Zach in high school.
Yeah. I think I have one of them.
I might be over 4.
I got a couple of guesses. I still haven't thought of a guess for one.
Number 5. There's a monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water? 2002.
Okay, that one I finally have. Jeez.
I got that one.
I'm 90% on that
There's a
one.
monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got
2002.
that. Pretty sure.
Number 6.
I might be wrong on that one even, but that's the first one I even feel remotely confident about.
Number 6. I have to believe in a world outside my own mind. I have to believe that my actions still have meaning, even if I can't remember them. And that is 2000. The year 2000. I have to believe in a world outside my own mind. I have to believe that my actions still have meaning, even if I can't remember them. 2000.
All right.
And again, all these movies I'm sure you guys have seen.
Man, I have no idea.
I think I have that one based on the last part of that quote.
Yeah, that's.
I think I have it.
I'm semi-confident in my guess for that one.
Number 7. I have a competition in me. I want no one else to succeed. 2007.
Oh, okay.
I have a competition in me. I want no one else to succeed. 2007.
All right. My confidence level is rising.
I have no idea.
I don't think that movie was.
Number 8. I do not like the cone of shame.
All right. Paris and I have that one for sure. Anybody else have that one?
What year?
2009. Sorry, 2009. 2009.
Yeah.
I do not like the cone of shame. I know you can't help but giggle.
Yeah.
No, well, you're
It's
also.
the best.
And there's another
the way
line
you're
in
saying
there
it is
that
a slight hint too, though.
Yeah, I know.
You tipped your hand a little bit. But
And
that's
there's
no
another
idea.
line in there that he says that I
Don't give
still
it away.
use to this day. That I can't say
You
because
can't
I
help
would
it.
give it away.
I know. I do it all the time too.
Yeah.
Number 9. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why it is called the present.
Oh, I've seen this.
2008.
Oh, man.
One more time.
Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift.
Oh.
That
what
is why
this?
they call it a present.
Oh, what is it?
Don't know.
Come on, man. I've seen that.
2008.
Bugs me.
And lastly, number 10, Duel of the Decades, brought to you by Unique Classic Cars, uniqueclassiccars.com. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. 2008. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. 2008.
No idea.
That sounds familiar.
All right. I think
too.
I have about 3.
I think I have 2.
Look what game I'm used to playing. Just went right to 12.
Yeah. That's a week from Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You know we're off Friday, right, Mark? Just a reminder, we're not on this Friday.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
I guarantee you I would have showed up.
Okay, yep, but we are off.
And would have been bitter
this
until I got
Friday.
home and fallen back asleep.
Here we go. The answers. Some of these you guys are going to poke your own eyeballs out.
Yeah, probably
I don't
most
have one
of
for
them.
1 or 10.
Number 1. And if you know it, please tell me. And Derek, slide on over there to that chair so you can say it if you know one of them, okay? Here we go. Number 1. If you're a bird, I'm a bird. Does anybody know it?
And that sounds super
It
familiar.
sounds crazy.
Big Bird Goes to Hell.
Wow.
No.
I'm a bird, you're a bird.
I'm a bird, you're a bird. Nobody's got a guess? No one.
No.
Dr. Zach, nobody?
I said Ernest goes to camp.
Brilliant.
That is 2004's The Notebook.
Oh, son of a
The
bitch.
Notebook.
I should-
Yeah, I
Of
never.
course, how do you not know that?
I've seen it once.
I've never watched it.
Greatest film of all time.
Never seen it.
Number 2. They say when you meet the love of your life, time stops. And that's true.
All right, so I have a guess just
Go
based
ahead.
on the year.
Yeah.
Is it Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Nope.
That's what I wrote.
How about Serendipity?
Nope.
Dang it.
Anybody? No. It starred Ewan McGregor.
Train
Is it
Spotting.
Moulin Rouge?
Nope.
They say time stops. Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
What year?
2003. We both loved this film, Core.
Ewan McGregor, and I loved it.
You remember how at the end he tells his dad as his dad's in the...
The fish thing.
Yeah, Big Fish.
Ewan McGregor?
Big Fish, that's right.
Big Fish.
Big Fish is a great movie.
Great movie. That's like, I think, the first line of the movie.
That is a great movie.
I'd seen
it's a
or
great
heard
movie.
that. Yes. Big Fish.
Number 3, 2001. I just don't think that Brooke could have done this. Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. They just don't. Anybody?
I wrote American Beauty.
Honey, you just shot me.
No? Anybody?
I'm trying to think of a Brooke where there's a murder. I can't think of anything.
Oh my God! I thought for sure you guys knew this. Legally Blonde.
Never saw it.
Oh my God! Legally Blonde. That's right.
Never saw it.
No, really?
Nope.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Number 4. I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. Anybody?
City of Angels.
What year?
Gladiator.
2001. Nope.
Not Being Alone, a Lifetime original movie?
Nope.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
No, I can't believe it. I thought for sure you guys. I thought this one was too easy.
Man, we're terrible at this.
I had the same answer as Zach.
It was Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
No, I've never seen that.
Wait, what?
I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone.
Aragorn and Arwen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Man, I guess I was way too difficult this time. Number 5.
This
There's a
one I think
monster
I have.
outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
I think that's Signs.
Yeah.
That's Science.
That's
You're
what I
right.
wrote.
2002.
That's
That's
the
the
only
little
one I
girl,
have
right?
right.
Little girl comes out of her room.
Yeah.
Wrong on that one. Thought I was right.
Number 6, 2000. I have to believe in a world outside my own mind. I have to believe that my actions still have meaning, even if I can't remember them.
The last part is the giveaway.
Is it Truman Show?
Nope.
I think it's Memento.
It's Memento.
I've
That's
never
right.
seen that.
It's
That's
a
right.
masterpiece.
I've never seen it.
So good.
So good.
Mark, you've seen that, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh, my God.
No, I know
Oh, my
I was
goodness.
wrong.
Drop everything and see Memento. It's that good.
All right.
You can still carry things if you want.
No,
but
drop
you should
it.
see Okay.
No,
Put everything
I don't
down.
Like watching.
Right,
I don't like holding things in my hand when I'm watching things.
Touche. Well, that
What
makes
if you
one of
just
us.
left the studio and went and watched it?
Yeah, honestly, just go home now. Actually,
right.
instead of showing up here accidentally on Friday, just stay home and watch Memento.
Deal.
You guys ready for number 7?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to give you number 7 then. You ready for number 7? I have a competition in me. I want no one else to succeed. The year 2007.
So
This is going to irritate me.
So 7 is, I think that's the giveaway. I think that's There Will Be Blood.
That is There Will Be Blood. That's right.
Never seen it.
Dang
I
it.
actually played that
Love
button bar
that
about a
movie.
week ago.
So good. And
I've never seen
Daniel Plainview
anything
is an
Daniel
a-hole.
Day-Lewis, anything. Oh, my God, yeah.
He doesn't want anyone to win.
He's incredible.
I don't think I would have gotten that, though, without the 2007.
Dang it, I forgot about that one. I love to see where his son's, deaf. He just throws the napkin over his head
God dang it,
in the
that was good,
restaurant
man.
and just
I know.
lights him up.
I know it. I know it.
Just
Oh, my
lights
gosh.
him up.
Number
I
8.
drink your milkshake. Why couldn't you just say I drink your milkshake? Then we all would have gotten
That
it.
would have been too easy.
Yeah.
Number 8. I do not like the cone of shame.
Go ahead, Mark.
It's up.
It's the
That's
dog
the movie
from
Up.
Up.
It's the dog from Up.
Squirrel.
I've only seen it once.
I use
All the
still
time.
to this day. Yeah, squirrel.
Yeah,
Whenever
Hawk gave it-
my attention span goes, squirrel.
Hawk gave it away when he goes, I do not like the cone of shame.
Yeah, I know. It's
the best,
You
man.
almost
Robot
nailed
That's a
it.
great
Yeah.
film, man.
Oh,
Fantastic.
spectacular film.
Number 9. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That is why it's called present.
No
The
idea.
present.
Anybody have this one?
Come on, Zacho.
I don't have a guess.
No? Derek? Nobody? Dr. Zach?
It's going to bug me.
What year?
2008.
I have no idea.
2008. Give
Is
us
it
a
Iron
hint.
Man?
Give us a hint without giving it
All
away.
right. It is a an animated film.
That's
Well, I'm out.
Disney.
Wall-E?
No. It is William Shatner, I believe, that says the line.
Monsters, Inc. 6?
Shatner in 2008 animated
No
movie.
idea.
It is Kung Fu Panda.
I've never seen
Oh my
that.
gosh.
Yep.
And lastly, I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude, 2008.
Tropic Thunder.
That's right. That's it.
Good one.
Nailed
I
it.
love
That one was
movie.
going to make me mad, and it did.
You were 0 for 10.
I have 2.
No, I got up.
No, I'm sorry. Zach
I
was
got
0 for
2.
10.
Excuse me.
Got lucky on
You got 2 as well? Or you got 1?
I got 2.
You got 2? What'd you get, Corey?
I was
I got the 4 in the middle. I got
Not
5
good.
through 8 and bombed on everything else.
Dr. Zach?
A gentleman's one.
A gentleman's one.
What about
It
you, Mark?
happens.
What'd you get?
I got an ungentlemanly one.
Wow. So Corey wins.
That's embarrassing if 4 is the winner.
I know.
That's not good.
A little hard for this time, guys.
Not only,
tricky.
Not only did I only have 4, I didn't even have a guess on 5 of the 6 that I missed.
Yeah,
I didn't guess 1 or 10.
3 of them,
Yeah.
I didn't even have. Well, more than that. I didn't literally almost all of them. I had no idea.
Yeah. I wonder, well, some of those, even if I had heard the soundbite, because I haven't seen the movie, I don't know if I would have been able to place the movie even with the soundbite.
No.
All right, I'm going to give you a couple more, but I thought these were too easy, but maybe I should have gone with the easier ones. You ready?
Yep.
2001. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Oh, God.
Hang on.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
That's Anchorman.
Close.
Is that Bill Murray in it?
Same actor.
No.
Oh,
it's Mogadishu.
What?
Oh, that's Zoolander.
Zoolander. That's
thank
right.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Right.
I could hear Will Ferrell screaming.
Right. Exactly. Right. 2008. There's so much room for activities.
Step Brothers.
That's right. Right. It's not a purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears
Hangover.
one. Yeah. See, these were too easy. I knew these were going to be too easy.
These would have been right in my wheelhouse, though.
I thought that was Chris Hockey, 2010.
Well played.
Clutch.
You are correct. Smiling's my favorite.
Elf.
That's right. Yeah. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Anchorman.
That's Anchorman. That's Sex Panther.
Yeah. There's a bottle of that in my...
I'm sure there is.
But there is, baby.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Anyway, there you go. And by the way, I should read this from our friends at Unique Classic Cars, uniqueclassiccars.com. Go to uniqueclassiccars.com and click on auctions. There are about 40 classic and antique cars online in an auction that are going on right now. You can bid your price on your favorite classic car truck, and you might just get it. So uniqueclassiccars.com, click on auctions. About 40 classic cars and antique cars on there. Thank you, Unique Classic Cars, uniqueclassiccars.com.
The news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.